It is with great pleasure that I welcome you once again to this program. In doing so, I extend a special welcome to you if this is your first time of listening to this series of programs in which we examine various issues and concepts from a spiritual perspective. We do this with special reference, as you may have heard in the introduction, to the work In the Light of Truth, the Grill Message, from which we draw in order to be able to deal deeply with the subject matters we discuss here. Today, for instance, we discuss the concept of other gods referred to in the 10 Commandments. The first commandment, which has been described as the greatest of the 10 Commandments of God, says, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods but me. When a lot of us read or hear this commandment, the picture of an idol worshipper comes to mind. We immediately see in our mind's eye a worshipper kneeling in front of his row of gods made of carved wood, molded clay, or metal. Naturally, we do not think highly of such a person. However, this condescending view is very limited and therefore in error. It presumes that only those wooden or similar images constitute other gods. However, as is very simply and clearly explained in the Grill Message, there are other gods than these, which people worship. In fact, when we understand it, worship of these other gods is more dangerous to man's spiritual progress. Now, let me explain. We must all know of individuals who are very strongly and closely attached to their spouses or one or more of their children. These persons sometimes mean so very much more to them than everything else, and they are prepared to make any sacrifice for them. When properly understood, such excessive love and attachment may border on worship. For some others, money, power, and other material possessions are objects of their extreme possessive love and loyalty. The love and attachment to these objects quite often becomes propensities because any strong habit or attachment to anything which we are then unable to do without is a propensity. In that case,